Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at DreadOut, a indie survival horror game made in Indonesia that is heavily inspired by the Fatal Frame games. Which is kind of refreshing because there's a lot of games being made in the survival horror genre now based on things like Amnesia, where you're completely helpless and forced to run away, which do work on their own, but, you know, it's nice to have a older style survival horror where you can actually defend yourself. This game was originally meant to be released in 2 separate chapters, however it seems like now the second chapter is not going to be DLC, it's actually going to be freely released to anyone that owns DreadOut. So that's kind of neat. I'm going to go with this one, and hopefully it records better than the other one did. There's also a demo available for this game that actually came out a while ago. It's sort of a concept demo, but oddly it also functions as sort of a prologue chapter 0 to the game. So it's kind of weird that it's not actually available in the game. And also, of course, once you buy the game, you can't actually download the demo on Steam, which is a little weird. So I'm sure they'll probably add that in eventually. This has only been out for a couple days.
Lisir wangi seliramu tumaking sirno ojo tangi kanmu guling.
Your love without your smile, 'cause I know I love you.
Are you sure we're going the right way, ma'am?
I think so. But how did the road suddenly get so bad?
Just like the road by our school. Hey, watch out!
What? What is it now?
And here we go. I should mention that the opening cutscene there, it looks like it's a little framey, and I think that's just the pre-rendered video, because I tried recording that at 60 frames and it didn't look any better.
Miss Siska? Where are we?
I really wasn't expecting there to be a bridge here. That complicates things a bit.
Hey, Miss Siska! Are you listening? Stop ignoring me!
Hang on a minute, Sal. Technically, we shouldn't be too far from home. But where is this exactly?
So, what now?
Actually, Miss Siska, what we should have done was taken a left turn initially, turned right at the intersection, and then went straight before turning around and making a left instead of a right.
Know-it-all?
Blabbermouth.
Excuse me?
Guys, hey. Please, just calm down, okay?
Whoa.
Jeez.
This place is so awesome. Oh man, cool. So, how do we get over there? There's gotta be a way somewhere. Huh? What is it, Lynn?
God damn, what a wreck. With a bridge that size, this is a disaster. Well, this is just great. Huh. It's kind of like a horror movie, isn't it? Oh, you know, the first one to die is usually a perky girl. Just like you, Sally. Better be careful.
What? That is so not funny! If I die, I am totally going to haunt you.
Well, as long as the ghost looks like you, I won't be complaining.
Ugh, as if. In your dreams, pervert.
Kind of weird that her name is spelled Shelley, but pronounced Sally. Though he is right, this is a pretty typical horror movie setup. A bunch of high school kids, one teacher.
Still, where exactly are we?
What are we supposed to do now?
Hey, Lynn.
Run down in the middle of nowhere. At least whoever put this barricade here was nice enough to protect you from driving off the broken bridge. You guys stay here. I'm just gonna go get some help, I guess. There's nothing really stopping us from just getting back in the car and, you know, retracing our route until we find another way around. Oh, you can go pretty far. Can't even see them anymore. So obviously it's not the, you know, top-tier graphics kind of game, AAA budget and all that. This was a Kickstarter success, actually. They got 26 grand in funding, which really isn't that much compared to, you know, how much is it? Project Zero team, the guys who made Fatal Frame. I should probably mention too my own experience with Fatal Frame. I own the first 3 games, but I've only played the second one because people often say that Crimson Butterfly is one of the best, you know, PS2, Xbox, GameCube era horror games, and it's pretty good. Man, I feel like they didn't really expect someone to actually try to walk down this road, because this goes on for a while. Usually we would have hit an invisible wall or just got a message saying, oh, I probably should go see what the others are up to. But now I'm kind of curious to see where this goes. I think we might skip ahead a bit. Alright, well, I've been walking down this road for about 5 minutes now, and it still hasn't ended. Obviously, because we're a survival horror protagonist, I'm not exactly running very fast, but still. This is way more road than I was expecting. It doesn't even look that different. I mean, other than all the bushes and stuff being 2D sprites, obviously to save on resources, I can't help but wonder if there's, you know, some part at the end or something where we get back in the car and drive down this road. Well, there's a monologue or something. Can't imagine otherwise why there would be so much road. So, rather than walking all the way back, I think I'm just gonna quit out and then load the save and hope it saved at the car. Well, that was a terrible idea. Turns out it auto-saved all the way down the road, so I just started a new game. And then that didn't work so well, so I had to close the game, launch it again, and start a new game again. And hopefully it works this time.
Hey, Lynn. Take my picture.
Took your picture.
What are we supposed to do now?
God damn, what a wreck. With a bridge that size, this is a disaster. Well, this is just great. Huh. It's kind of like a horror movie, isn't it? Oh, you know, the first one to die is usually a perky girl. Just like you, Sally. Better be careful.
No license plate.
That is so not funny. If I die, I am totally going to haunt
No
you.
license plate at all.
Well, as long as the ghost looks like you, I won't be complaining.
Ugh, as if. In your dreams, pervert.
Still, where exactly are we?
What is it, Lynn? Hold on a sec.
he's made these impassable bushes passable. Now we can actually cut through here.
What's up?
Hey, wait! Where you going? Don't just run off like that.
Miss Siska, wait for me!
You're going too far. Wait!
I guess we must be friends here with Ira, because she follows us instead of following the group.
Come on, kid. Please. I'm responsible for all of you, you know.
So we're just gonna leave the car up there and wander off. I mean, personally, I'd be all down for exploring the ghost town place, but I don't think most people are normally like that. Selamai Tang D something. Kinda hard to tell, since someone put railroad tracks over it. Where did Donnie
This is
go?
incredibly odd. Looks almost as if the name was deliberately smudged off.
Yeah, it had to be on purpose. I wonder why.
It's very odd.
Oh, come on! This place is super creepy. Look, I'm already getting goosebumps. Why do we have to go in here anyway? Can't we just go home already?
There's no way a natural disaster caused this. A lot of the buildings are still intact, see?
I have to capture that vacant expression. So I actually had to do this town part earlier, because in the early recording I didn't notice that I wasn't actually getting any microphone audio. It seems to be a fairly modern town. A lot of ghost towns are usually, you know, going on 50 to 100 years old now. Even Chernobyl is from the 50s. 50s or 60s?
Oh, wow.
I don't exactly remember when the Chernobyl explosion was. But they got cars, you know, they got some fancy looking fonts. Mr. Loose. They even got a motorcycle. There's Donnie up ahead, still just walking down the road.
This is practically a ghost town.
Kind of weird that the gas station there is Iris, considering we're using our Iris phone. That looks important. It even makes weird noises. Honestly, I think this game just needs to brush up the textures a bit and it would look fine. I'm sure someone will eventually take it upon themselves to high-res the textures. teacher's giving Sally life advice, I guess. Not exactly sure where this game is supposed to take place. Obviously somewhere in the Indonesia, Malaysia area. I don't think it's specified what country. I suppose it could just be Indonesia.
I wonder why this town was abandoned.
But yeah, this is pretty modern for a ghost town. I mean, they've even got multi-story kind of office building looking places. I mean, it's obviously still a small town, but it's a modern small town. Festival music, malam satu suruh.
Hey, Lynn, look. That school is huge. Hey, doesn't that seat look exactly like the one we used to hang out on in elementary school? Let's sit there for a bit.
I mean, it certainly looks like a bench. A backless bench.
Reminds me of the first time we met. You still remember, don't you?
Oh, I see. Typical girl time.
Hey, guys! We're about to check out the inside. Wanna come?
Maybe later.
Okay, you're lost.
Hey, where are you guys running off to? Ugh. You two, stay here, okay?
Where are
Hey,
we going
be
now?
careful.
I so need a massage.
Yeah. I remember the weather was cloudy. Just like this. Our ride never showed up. We clicked right away, didn't we? We clicked right away, didn't we? Do you remember when we used to be in Girl Scouts together? Oh, who was that one teacher? He disguised himself as a pocong. Oh, I was so freaked out. But you weren't even fazed. And you threw a rock at him. No, it was more like the size of a boulder. Come to think of it, you were always kind of like my personal bodyguard. Not for free, though. Right, sis?
That part makes it really awkward that she is a silent protagonist.
I haven't called you sis in a long time.
It's just like this one-sided conversation as we sit there making no noise whatsoever.
Hold on. They've been in there for a really long time. We should probably go check on them.
They just realize now when it's like pitch black out that, oh hey, they've probably been in there for a while. So we have a really bright light on our camera phone. Now I've heard that you can actually go back to the town now that it's night, and spoilers, there will be ghosts, instead of going through the school, which is kind of the main, I guess, area for Chapter 1, or Episode 1. So you can actually just completely miss the town stuff. We could wander back, but let's just push the story along a little bit here before we call it. Maybe see a ghost or two.
crazy museum tour or something.
What the? It's already dark out? How long were we in there anyway?
It really is getting late. Okay, kids, gather round. It's time to head back. Hey, where's Yayan?
Aw, crap. Where the heck did he run off to now?
Right now, Miss Siska.
Yan! Yayan!
So that wasn't actually us, that was Ira that just got possessed or whatever and passed out. I feel like we're maybe missing a step here. We saw Ira pass out, and then for some reason we're now alone, locked in the school. Also, there was a phone on the ground. It's not there anymore. So we should see a couple ghosts here. Since I did kind of mess around with this area for a little bit. I wish I knew what that said. If I can remember the layout, I kind of know where to go. Gotta go this way first. Well, that was a little odd. You can see we've got sort of this orange glow around the edge of the screen. That indicates there's some sort of hostile ghost around, similar to a mechanic in Fatal Frame that would indicate whether it was a hostile entity or not. And when we get into staticky range, that means we're in range to actually be able to hit them. So it's not quite a camera obscura, but I guess it'll do for now. The game doesn't quite seem to have the Fatal Frame mechanics of stuff like, well, the Fatal Frame, where you take a shot at just the right moment to do way more damage. Instead, the camera seems to kind of do the same damage, but enemies have only certain spots where you can actually hit them. And that... Well, let's actually look up what it's called. Under Files, Ghostopedia, the baby... I don't even know how to say that. Jepet? Get info. So these are enemies kind of based on Indonesian folklore, rather than Silent Hill, Fatal Frame, which uses more Japanese folklore sort of spirits. So, you know, we'll have various spirits representative of different negative human aspects, like greed. Also, it's not completely clear there, but the Jebet, or whatever we want to call it. Oh, this is apparently a story item. According to our journal here, he actually apparently has a key, but I haven't figured out yet how to get it from him. That sort of white tinge we get around the screen usually means that there's something important around, I think. Like this item here. The Jenglot. Description isn't very helpful because it just says this object is glowing with mystical energy. You hear that jingling, that's the Jepet right under us. I haven't really figured out how to deal with him yet, because every time you take a couple pictures, he just runs away, and you can't actually stop him from running away, as far as I can tell. Open this shortcut here. Unlock this. So you can kind of reconnect the areas. You can see though there's not really anything here. This just leads back to the first room. Now, if I remember, we should be able to continue along the path up here. I ran right into her that time. This is another ghost. She's a little difficult to fight. I don't know if you saw it there, but she's got a kind of hole in her back, and we need to take a picture of that to take her down. So she'll just kind of shuffle towards us here. But you want to get her to immaterialize like that, and then try to get behind her. Unless she just disappears completely. Alright, lady. Oh, almost had it there for a second. Alright, I think we got her. Yep. Alright. She's gone for now, at least. Got a Ghostopedia entry there. This is the Sundel Bulong. A murdered prostitute with a hole in her back. We still have the tinge, though. I don't know if that's because we're over the other ghost. Old science lab. Perhaps important news on some weird goings-on in the town. A little ominous. I'm gonna say those are probably developers. Not sure why the music here is so ominous. There's not really anything happening in that room. There's some sort of like... Is this a cafeteria or is this where we came from? This might actually be where we came from. The broken staircase. But this doesn't really lead anywhere. Some sort of grinding metal sound. No bathroom hauntings. Random black cat. I believe there's actually an achievement for taking a picture of this cat. That's like hashtag cat, hashtag cute, funny, or something. So I think that's really all we're gonna see for now. It went on longer than I planned to, but you get an idea of what this is. It's sort of like a budget Fatal Frame, which I'm glad that anyone is still developing these kind of games, since Fatal Frame is not coming from Japan anymore. They're Japan-only releases. Alright, local medical team, as well as a professional witch doctor to deal with these possessed students. Well, just because they're ghosts, I guess they still get hungry or something. It's like a student cafeteria. It's a pretty small cafeteria, considering how big this school is. Anyhow, that'll do it for DreadOut. This is available on Steam for 15 bucks, and you'll get episode 1 and then get episode 2 for free when it releases. And I don't know, it seems pretty neat. I'm glad to see these kind of games are being made, even if, you know, indie teams have to take over when big devs are giving up. So yeah, I'm glad games like this exist. They're also apparently releasing a free roam sort of DLC, where I guess, you know, less of a story progression thing, and more of a go around fighting ghosts and maybe solving puzzles or something. So, maybe I'll check that out when it comes out. Take a video on it or something. But, that'll do That'll do it for DreadOut for now. I've been Shadefire, and I'll see you around some other time with some other sort of ghostly possession. Till then, y'all take care.